Hello, Keisha Johnson here. Welcome to the Focused Power Hour. I felt led to jump on and go live today as I am spending the next hour working my business. I did not announce that I was coming live, so I will give you all a moment to see who can jump on with me. Good morning, or good afternoon. As you all are jumping on, say hello. Hi. Hey, Ricky. Y'all are here. I am going to spend the next hour doing some work, so I'll give you all just a moment to gather yourselves and get whatever you need to get in order to start working your business. I'm going to hit play and play some music while you all are jumping on. Hello. Angela said, what's going on here? I'll be right back. As you all are coming on, say hello, okay? I'll be right back. Hello. Keisha Johnson here. I am back. Hello. I am so excited. All right, let me turn the music off. Hold on, y'all. Hello, as you all are coming on, say hello. My name is Keisha Johnson. Is the music too loud? All right, so let me go ahead and turn this music off. It's distracting. So for those of you that may not know, my name is Keisha Johnson, CEO and founder of Keisha Johnson Wellness, a health and healing ministry where we help women to become healthy and whole in every area of their lives. And so I usually break up the times that I run my businesses in what I call power hours. And so I usually try to do one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. And I felt led to come on today to do a focused power hour. And so I'm going to give you all just a few moments to get to your computer, grab your whatever you need to grab, whatever work stuff you need, your notebooks, whatever you need in order to get working. I want to encourage you to grab it. So let me just share a little bit about what a focused power hour is. So that's basically you taking 60 minutes to focus on your business only. What I have learned in the many years of running a business is that you yes, gather yourselves. I believe it's Pastor Hannah that says that. All right, come on in and gather yourselves. You can work your business part-time, but you can't work your business some of the time. So I'm going to say that again. You can work your business part-time, but you can't just work your business some of the time. And so you really literally can work your business or businesses for some of us in the nooks and crannies of your day. And so I do a lot of different things because I run multiple businesses, so it can get kind of tricky when you do. So again, I run Keisha Johnson Wellness, which is my wellness business, and then Keisha Johnson Wellness is partnered with an amazing company called Total Life Changes. A lot of people do not know that. Some kind of figured it out, but yes, and so that's kind of what I do. And so right now I'm going to kind of focus on that business. And so what that looks like is you can break different income producing activities, and this live is going to be long because this is the first one. You can break different income producing activities up into different blocks. And so what I do is, you can spend 15 minutes on like prospecting and inviting people to take a look at your business, at your services or your products. And then you can spend 15 minutes doing follow-ups, just following up with people that you previously spoke to. And then you can just spend 15 minutes like doing some work on social media, like responding to messages, commenting on posts, replying back to people's comments on your posts. And for those of you that have followed me for a really long time, you know that I'm really good at trying to reply back to people that comment on my posts. Hold on, let me pause this, that comment on my posts. And then kind of like some team building work. So again, running multiple businesses, you kind of do different income producing activities for both. So I'm going to play some personal development. So what I chose to play today is called Making the Shift by Darren Hardy. And it's really just kind of making the shift from an employee mindset to an entrepreneurial mindset. And a lot of times that's why people struggle when they start businesses, because they're used to, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with this, they have an employee mindset, which is okay. You know, don't twist what I'm saying. But they're used to people saying clock in at this time, you know, go to lunch at this time, do this, do that. And when you are an entrepreneur and you work from home, you don't have anyone to do that. You know, we want to be the boss until it's time to be the boss. Let me say it again. We want to be the boss until it's time to be the boss. So as an entrepreneur, you have to learn how to boss your own self around. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play. So let's do this. We're going to spend the first 15 minutes. I'm going to try to make this simple. Let's spend the first 15 minutes, and I'm going to set my timer, checking emails, replying to emails, and maybe let's reply to messages on Facebook Messenger. Let's do that. Let's spend time replying to emails that people have sent us, because you know a lot of times that's the last thing we do, reply to emails, and then jump on Facebook Messenger and respond to messages. So we'll kind of do that to keep things simple. And so again, anyone on here in the network marketing industry, again, this power hour will be a little bit longer. Is anyone here in the network marketing industry? I've been in the network marketing industry for about 5 years now. A lot of people don't know that either, but yes, for 5 years, and it's an awesome industry. And the network marketing industry is what has taught me how to run a business. It literally taught me how to run a business, how to show up and work my business, how to be consistent. I learned so much in all of those years. And so my network marketing business really kind of helps to fund Keisha Johnson Wellness and all the other things that I do. And so let's see. All right, let's start with affirmations. I don't know if you all do this. If you are an entrepreneur, affirmations are really important. So I'm going to read the affirmations that I kind of read each day. I actually have 2 different sets, but I'm going to read the short version. And so I'm going to read this, and then I'll hit play, and then we'll move on again. I knew this broadcast would be a little bit longer than 60 minutes. So my affirmations are: new people are coming into my organization every day. I have potential business partners chasing me down. And again, this is for my network marketing business. Everything I put my hands to prospers. I have new customers coming to me from the north, the south, the east, and the west. And if you don't have affirmations, I encourage you to write some. My mind is alert and focused, and I get things done. I make money in my business daily. People want to be connected to me because I offer value. I'm growing in leadership daily. I will help the least of the least win. I consult with my CEO, which is God, and get divine strategies daily. And so that's the short version of the affirmations that I read each day before I sit and do each focus power hour. So I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to set my timer for those of you that are working with me. If you're not working with me, still kind of hang around, because I'll be kind of talking in between and let you guys answer questions, ask questions, and I'll answer questions. I felt led to do this, and I didn't exactly know what it was going to look like, but it's always important to me to obey God. So I'm going to hit play on our personal development, and then we're going to spend the next 15 minutes responding to emails, responding to Messenger, and let's take some time to go through our posts on Facebook and reply to people that we may not have replied to, because we have to remember that we are in business, and our business, it's about relationship. So we want to make sure that we're taking the time to communicate. So let's do that. All right. So I'm going to play Making the Shift. I'm going to be quiet, and we're going to get focused and get to work. At least I am. You guys can watch me if you're not working. All right. So let me go ahead and hit play. All right. I feel like I was talking a lot.
Hello and welcome. My name is Darren Hardy, and I'm the publisher of Success Magazine. First off, I want to congratulate you. If you are listening to this audio, it means you have made the first step towards your better future. You have decided to become an entrepreneur. Bravo. When I asked Donald Trump what the #1 key to wealth was, he said, own your own business. Now, I know you might still be unsure, uneasy, wondering if this is really for you. You are probably thinking, did I make the right decision? Is this really for me? Sure, this might have worked out for others, but I'm not sure I can do it. You might think, I'm not like that guy or gal. I don't have the skills. I don't know the right people. I don't have the time, etc., etc. Just know those thoughts are natural. Everyone feels those very same things when they are first getting started. And during this audio, I will ease every one of those concerns for you and empower you with the skills and the mindset to be fantastically successful as an entrepreneur. Here's a little known secret about the most successful people in the world. First of all, they were all once a newbie, just like you, just getting started. And secondly, they all felt nervous, uneasy, if not downright scared and terrified in the beginning. Yes, this includes Sir Richard Branson, Donald J. Trump, Dr. Mehmet Oz, Maria Shriver, Tony Hawk, Anthony Hopkins, and many others I've had a chance to meet and interview. So, you are in good company. So if you feel any of those things, know that it is okay and part of the process. It will soon subside. But I also want to warn you, when you feel those types of feelings, your mind can start playing tricks on you to quote-unquote protect you. It will start inventing all kinds of things that are wrong with the business or the people or your circumstances, whatever, to give you a solid justification to why you will decide not to move forward with the business. So please, hear my warning. It will happen, but now you can call out this covert tactic of your mind and keep it from sidelining you and the bigger dreams and goals that you have for your life. Take comfort in knowing this. The business that you have decided to sign up for, thousands of people have already done it successfully with less going on for them than you have. No excuse your mind can conjure up is valid. Those are just fear-induced protection tactics. Don't buy into them. And again, welcome to your exciting entrepreneurial future. I can't wait for you to look back 3 to 5 years from now and say, I can remember when I first got started, how I felt and what battles of the mind I had to fight. But boy, I'm glad I did. Now, look at my home, my family, this lifestyle, these pictures from our last several vacations, how great my kids are doing, how much I'm able to support my church, friends, and my extended family. I am so glad that I pushed myself through those first several days as I made the shift.
We're working. I'm focused. It's our focused power hour.
And that is what I want to help you do, to make the shift.
If this will bless somebody, go ahead and share it.
To the entrepreneur mindset. Let's first talk about the variables involved in your being successful in the business you decided to join. Before I start anything, I like to evaluate all the variable success factors. What separates why one person might be successful at something and another one not? What factor or factors determine the difference? There are 4. Let's evaluate them together. 1 is the company and the leadership. Does the company you joined have different policies and procedures for Ivy League college graduates than for high school dropouts? Are Republicans given special incentives that Democrats aren't? Are Christians held to terms and conditions that are different from Jews? No? Well, then the company is the same for everyone, so that isn't a variable. How about the products and services? Do they ship different products into rich neighborhoods than they do poor ones? Do they offer VIP products exclusively available based on your social status, political connections, or family background? If everyone has the same products and services to work with, then that is not a differentiating variable either. Okay, then how about the compensation plan? This is where there is sure to be an inequity, right?
We are checking emails, replying to emails, replying to messages.
Are there special bonuses paid to men that women don't get?
Tamiko messaged me.
How about older people with families? Are they paid more than single people just out of college? No? Well, isn't that fabulous? This is truly the great equal opportunity employer. The playing field is completely level. Everyone has exactly the same variables to work with. And since the company is already successful, the product already selling, and the compensation plan already paying people an inordinate amount of money, None of those are variables at all. They are all proven. So what then is the only remaining X factor? There is only one thing that will determine your success or failure in this business. There is only one thing that will determine the level of your success in this business, and that is you. You are the X factor, and that is the point of this audio. I want to help you work on you to make the shift. Obtain the entrepreneur mindset to become the person you need to become in order to achieve the success you seek in owning your own business. A level of success so great, in fact, you might not have even dared possible for yourself before. Before we jump into the tough work of how to work on you, we need to address your core motivation for doing so. We have to address your why. Here's what I know for sure. Without a strong enough why, you will never do the how of what it takes to make the shift and to succeed in your own business. In my book, The Compound Effect, I talk about the fact that the will to do something is not enough. Willpower will fail you, as it has before most every diet, new discipline, or New Year's resolution that you've set. What you need now is why power. You need why power to make the entrepreneur shift. Here is why. The power of your why is what gets you to stick through the grueling, mundane, and laborious. All of the hows will be meaningless and seemingly insurmountable until your whys are powerful enough. Until you set your desire and motivation in place, you'll abandon any new path that you seek to a better life. If your why power, your desire, isn't great enough, if the fortitude of your commitment isn't powerful enough, you'll end up like every other person who starts a new diet or signs up for a new business opportunity and gives up too quickly and reverts back to their unfulfilling patterns of their old life. Don't let that be you. Let me give you an analogy to help bring this concept home. Imagine me putting a 10-inch wide, 30-foot long plank on the ground and saying, if you walk the length of the plank, I'll give you $20. Would you do it? Of course, it's an easy $20. But what if I took that same plank and made a rooftop bridge between two 100-story buildings? If I still offered you the $20 for walking across the plank, would you do it now? Likely you'd say, no way, Buster. However, imagine if your child was on the opposite building, and that building was on fire, the flames licking at their neck, and if you didn't walk across the plank to save them, they would certainly perish and die. Would you walk the length of the plank now? Without question and immediately, you'd do it, $20 or not. Now, why is it that the first time I asked you to cross that sky-high plank, you'd say no way, yet the second time, you wouldn't hesitate? The risks and the dangers were the same.
Thanks for sharing.
What
Y'all
changed?
are awesome.
Your why changed. Your reason for wanting to do it. You see, when the reason or the why is big enough, you will be willing to perform almost any how. To truly ignite your creative potential and your inner drive, you have to look beyond the motivation of monetary and material goals. It's not that those motivations are bad. In fact, they're great. I'm a connoisseur of nice things too. But material stuff can't really recruit your heart, soul, and guts into battle. That passion has to come from a deeper place. So, the first thing I want to challenge you to do is to discover your why. Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Why do you want to earn more money? Is it to send your children to the best universities around the world? Is it to contribute to your church? Is it to buy your parents a home so they don't have to worry about their financial future? Do you want to travel, owe no one anything, have complete and utter financial independence and peace of mind? What are you willing to fight for, work day and night for? What are you willing to walk across that 100-story high plank for? What you are looking to unearth in yourself is your passion. In my opinion, and the opinion of many of the most successful business leaders on the planet,
and the why has to be bigger than money. This is the single most important discovery you can make in yourself. The discovery of your personal passion. It will be the fuel for your entrepreneurial engine. It will breathe life into your goals, dreams, and ambitions. All right, now that we know it will be your why power that will power your engine, and it will be the emotional force of your passion that will fuel your engine as you drive forward, I now need to help you avoid what I call the 5 hidden landmines of entrepreneurial and business startup. So
So I'm going to map out these 5 landmines and give you the mindset shift you need to make in order to navigate around them. Are you ready? Okay, here's number 1. Success factors. Everything you've worked hard to accumulate up till now is useless. I don't mean to say it so bluntly, but you really need to hear this. I know that it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. I'm trying to help you avoid a landmine here. To do so, I can't pull any punches. I have to give it to you straight, or you might roll right onto a bomb that you didn't even see under your feet. All the education you have accumulated, your resume, all the awards you've collected, the titles you've reached during your ladder climbing ascent,
Be right back.
all of those are worthless to you being successful as an entrepreneur. In fact, I will go as far as to say those success factors will be your greatest inhibitors to your being able to be successful in this field. Why? Primarily because you have spent the last 10, 20, 30, even 40 or 50 years relying on those developed strengths. Your success was based on how well you did something, how well you presented, sold, and performed. Your unique process in your job was your weapon, secret, and advantage. The business you are now in is not about you or about what you can do. In fact, it's the opposite model. This is one of the biggest mental shifts I can help you make to help you be successful in this business. Your previous career or business was based on your efforts, your deliverables. This new business is the opposite model. It is not what you can do. It's what you can model and replicate hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of people to do. You are used to producing 100% of the results by your efforts. The beauty of this model is that you can earn 1% from 100 people's efforts, if not 1% from 1,000, 10,000, or more, instead of only 100% of your continued efforts. You are no longer the issue. The model of simple, easy duplication is. I know that this will be a tough concept for you to grapple with because before, your success model was built on the unique and dynamic qualities of your skills and processes. Now the objective is the opposite. The issue is a system of simplicity so that anyone from any background, skill level, and geographic region can successfully do everything that you do. To go from you to a few, to hundreds, and then to thousands, you need a simple, duplicatable system that anyone with little to no skills can use anywhere at any time. The company you joined has that system. Just don't get in the way of it. Please hear this. You will struggle more with what you need to unlearn than what you need to learn to be successful in this business. Your decades of academic and corporate-oriented conditioning will compel you to mess with the model of simple and leveraged duplication.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. Look, my New York accent. Pause this because I was sharing. It can get kind of tricky when you run multiple businesses. So today I'm focusing on my network marketing business specifically. And so with that, there are a couple of things that we need to make sure that we're doing every day. And for those of you that are on here that are in network marketing, I'm sure you already know we are supposed to be spending time having people take a look at our product or our service, also following up with people that we previously spoke to, offering samples if you have a sample system, and then following up with customers and team members. And so those can be, those are income producing activities. And so what I found is that a lot of times we'll spend time doing busy work, doing things that have nothing to do with producing income. So I think having structured power hours are good. And this broadcast will probably be a little bit longer because it's the first one and I kind of wanted to share a couple of things. So if you want to keep things simple, a simple power hour can be, and I just want to share this for those of you that just jumped on, income producing activity number one can be for 15 minutes where you're prospecting and inviting. And that's simply finding people that you have a relationship with and asking them to take a look at your product or your service. So you would spend the first 15 minutes reaching out to people and asking them to take a look. We're not being pushy, just to take a look at your opportunity, your product, or your service. And then the second block, income producing activity, would be following up. And so that's kind of what we started with now. You'll be replying to emails, following up with people that you asked to take a look at your product or service. And then the third income producing activity would be social media. And so I kind of combine the both. And so with that, you'll want to spend time replying to, hey, Angela, messages that people sent to you, and also spending enough time replying to people's comments. People want to know. That's the timer. So our first 15 minutes is up. And I won't always talk like this in between. We're really supposed to be focused, but because this is my first time jumping on, I wanted to kind of share the point of jumping on. And so we're supposed to be spending time replying to people's comments. People want to know that you're a real person. And so people say that they watch my page, even though I don't know that they're watching. And one thing they say that they notice is that I reply to all the comments. I'm not saying you have to reply to every single comment all day long, but it's good to block some time out specifically to do that. So whenever I show up on social media and I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm focused and intentional. So me replying to comments is intentional. And then we need to make sure that we're posting each day. And so I kind of post, don't follow my schedule. I know I post a lot throughout the day. The 4 main posts should be entertaining, empowering, educating, and engaging. So I like to post funny posts every now and then, just because. Hi, Angela. I like to post posts that are empowering. I like to post posts where we're educating. And right now I'm spending time educating people on CBD. You see my shirt says it's time for CBD, because it's certainly time for CBD. And then entertain and engaging, so kind of asking questions. I found that everyone loves to give their opinion, so it's good to ask questions. And you definitely want to post. And then as far as social media, you also want to make sure that you are spending time adding new friends to your friends list, because if not, then that means you're talking to the same people over and over and over. So I encourage the ladies on my team to make sure that they are adding at least yeah, you see I had to put that plug in, Nikki. I encourage the ladies to make sure that they're adding at least 3 to 5 new people to their page every day, and you're not just adding them and just adding them. So when either people send me a new friend request or I send people a friend request and we accept it, I always message them, because if not, it feels weird. You know, just like someone coming in your house, walking past you and not saying hello. It's the same thing on social media. That's so weird when someone sends you a friend request and they don't say anything. So I make sure I give them time. If they send me a friend request, I usually give them until the next day, because what either happens is they will message me and say thank you for accepting a request. They'll start engaging on my page, or they won't say anything. So if they do the third and don't say anything, then I message them, hey, how are you doing? You know, hope you find lots of value in my post. How are you? And to just start a conversation, because it feels really weird, you know, when they send you a friend request and no one says anything. I'm like, this is awkward. Somebody needs to say hello. So I spend time doing that. And then the 4th income producing activity is team building. That's you checking in with your customers, and you checking in with your team members. So to keep things simple, if you are just starting out and you're just starting your business and you have no idea what to do, you don't have to do these long power hours. Your main focus can be inviting 2 people to take a look at your product or service, following up with 2 people that you previously invited to take a look at your product or service, sampling 2 people if you have if your company offers samples and allows you to do that, and then checking in with either 2 customers or 2 team members. And I say 2, that's on the lower end. It really can be between 2 and 5 or 2 and 8, depending on how long you've been doing what you're doing. So that's just, you know, the simple way in case you don't know what to do. So I hope this is helping you all. So I'm going to start the next 15 minutes. And so the next 15 minutes, prospecting involves making phone calls. So we spent the first 15 minutes replying to emails, replying to messages. So what we can do is spend the next 15 minutes, if you do not already do this, You can go to your Facebook page and go to your friends list and go to recent, and all of the people that you recently became friends with, message them and start a conversation with at least 5 people and just say hello. How are you doing? You don't want to start too many conversations at one time because you don't want to, you want to be able to keep up. So if you have not posted on your Facebook page yet, go ahead and put up a post. It can be any of the 4 E's: entertain, empower, educate, and engage. And then add 3 to 5 people to your friends list, and go ahead and go to the posts and go to their posts and kind of engage with them. This is not to be creepy or anything like that. You want to genuinely make a connection with those that you came in contact with. So if you have any questions regarding this 15-minute block, go ahead and put it in the comments, and anything outside of this 15-minute block that we're on, you can message me so that way we can remain focused. But I'm going to go ahead and hit play, and then I'll set my timer for 15 minutes. This is the first time showing up doing this, so I'm kind of have an idea of what this will look like if the Lord leads me to continue doing this. And then I'll kind of post it in the caption of the video so we'll know what we're doing, and it'll be a whole lot less talking and me being more focused, because this is called the Focused Power Hour. All right, so next 15 minutes we are adding 3 to 5 friends to our friends list. If you have already accepted new friends today, go ahead and go to your friends list. And let's see, Tamiko says, should you have separate Facebook page for your business when you accept new prospects for friends? You can. I have a separate business page, so I kind of run 2 pages. I would say starting out, that's hard to do, so I don't know if you want to do that right away, but you really should have a separate business page for your business. But most of my engagement and interaction and my posts are on my personal page, and then I kind of just copy or share what's on my personal page over to my business page. All right, so I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. I am going to press play on our personal development, and we're just doing social media work. So whatever it is that you want to do on social media, this 15-minute block is on social media. That's adding new friends, at least 3 to 5, saying hello, going through your friends list, making sure that you say hello to those you recently became friends with, and it needs to be genuine. It doesn't have to be anything weird. Just say hi, how are you, just thanks for connecting with me on Facebook. Just start a conversation, and then you can go ahead and put up your afternoon post. If you are not used to consistently posting on your Facebook page regarding your business, product, or service, this isn't only in regards to network marketing, because I run multiple businesses, but this is the one that I'm focusing on right now. If you have not posted, you can go ahead and do your afternoon post. You should at least minimum be posting morning, afternoon, and evening. And that's if you're not consistently posting. If you're already consistently posting, you can follow your schedule. But I found that a lot of people message me and ask questions. They don't know what to post, when to post. They're kind of confused on what to do there. So I pray that this all is helping you. Again, as I am going through this, I'm kind of seeing what this is going to look like if I continue showing up during my power hour. I have my power hour and what I do. I just feel like it'll be too much trying to do this for the first one with you all. So, all right, social media, block number 2, social media. I'm setting a timer for 15 minutes. Let's get to work. So I'm going to be quiet for 15 minutes. All right.
Duplication. Hey, even if you're lucky enough to have found this opportunity early in your professional life, you will still be inclined to do it your way and thus mess it all up. Let me give you some critical tips for helping you step around landmine number 1. Here's number 1. Forget everything you know. Be a student again. Be insatiably teachable. It's like this. Imagine buying a McDonald's franchise.
Oh, awesome.
Now, they have built and developed a system that is proven to work and to make money. Now you come along and say, hey, I really like ham sandwiches, so I'm going to replace the Big Mac with the Big Pig. No, you wouldn't do that. Whatever they are doing has been developed through diligent study, research, and proof. Don't mess with it. Just follow it. Number 2, trust and plug into the system. The most important necessity to foster duplication is to have a system that anyone, anywhere, at any time can plug into. This is where you transfer the issue from being about you to being about the system. You don't want to do all the work. First of all, it won't work, and you will kill yourself trying. No, you want the system to do all the work. Not only will it then work for you, it will work for anyone. And that's when the magic of duplication can kick in and send your financial potential into the stratosphere. And all this is additionally reinforced in suggestion number 3. Use the tools, don't be the tool. The company has agonized over and painstakingly developed the best possible tools for you to use. They have collaborated with the best experts and invested lots of money to create professionally designed and packaged materials into CDs, DVDs, websites, magazines, and brochures, etc. to tell the story of the business, the company, and the opportunity. Now you don't have to, so don't. You can look at it this way. The tool is the advertisement or story of the product, service, and company. The company could have paid TV cable operators or radio stations or newspapers to distribute that advertisement, but instead they are giving you the opportunity to distribute it. The company benefits by getting the advertisement distributed by a credible, trusted source, you. Your benefit is if the person you hand it to likes it, instead of the TV, radio, or newspaper people getting paid, you do. And not just once, every time. Not just every time to those that you show the tool to, but every viral ripple effect from that point forward. Here is landmine number 2, lack of structure. At first, this sounds like a great thing. You are finally free. There is no commute to the same old place day after day after day. You are not relegated to a small cubicle or chained to the desk surrounded by the same 4 walls all day. There is no one to acquiesce to, fill out reports for, or have constantly looking over your shoulder. You don't have to call in if you're going to come in late or ask when you can take a vacation or even make a doctor's appointment. You are free. You can do what you wish, when you wish, and how you wish. And for the new entrepreneur, this is terrible. It is terrible because it is a completely foreign territory and can be incredibly uncomfortable. At the very least, the behaviors, disciplines, self-motivations, and self-accountability systems are not developed. Think about it. For most people, their entire life has been rigorously structured. When they went to school, they were told how many units were required for what degree. They were given a syllabus with detailed expectations, strict deadlines, and you were tested on your performance. Your results were delivered in black and white on your report card. When you left school and got a job, you were told where to sit, when to be sitting there, for how long, when you could get up to go to lunch, and when to be back, and what exactly you were to do while you sat there. You were given a detailed job description and held accountable for regular progress reports, all the while under the constant watchful eye of someone hired simply to watch you or quote-unquote manage you.
The behind
this behavior,
the scenes work.
training, conditioning, and routine was developed over 10, 20, 30, maybe even 40 or 50 years. You can see why when all of that is removed and the new entrepreneur is left standing alone without that rigorous structure, they can freak out, or at the very least, be completely and utterly unproductive. They try to convert the kitchen table into a desk. The bathrobe becomes their new uniform. Their office mates are the refrigerator, the TV, the couch, and the ever-needy kids who now have an always accessible servant. And without your boss's stick into your ribs to deliver results, most people end up justifying their quote-unquote working by becoming product experts or making lists, preparing materials, or continuing just to get ready, aim, and never fire. It would seem that they worked all day, but they never actually did the basics of introducing the product or opportunity to someone new, through a tool, of course, or follow up on those already in process.
Let me pause
Never
this.
mistake.
Okay, so he just said what I just shared with you all. You can, if y'all are working, I know we're supposed to be focused, but that's the main thing. Yes, there's a lot that needs to be done, but if we are not introducing people to our product or service, and if we're not following up with people, then we're just doing really a whole bunch of busy work. So that's why I said, if you are on this broadcast right now, or even if you're catching a replay, and look, we're well into this, and I didn't even say hi to you all that are catching a replay. Hi, if you're watching a replay, type in hashtag replay. Thank you so much for watching. If you don't have a schedule, and if you're unsure of what to do, the main thing is you want to spend time each and every day inviting people to take a look at your product or service. So if you're not currently doing that, I would say start with 2 people. However your company does that. I don't know if it's inviting them to watch a live, if you have pre-recorded videos, whatever system your company does, I would encourage you to plug into it. So you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that and following up with them, because the fortune is in the follow-up. We can have people look at our product and services all day long, but if we're not following up with people, then what are we doing? So you definitely want to make sure that you're following up. And so those are the 2 most important things. And so I train the ladies on my team, especially those that are new, to do 2, 2, and 2 again. Invite 2 people to take a look, follow up with 2 people, sample 2 people, and then follow up with and then make 2 reach outs, like to either 2 customers, or if they are building a team, to 2 team members. And then, they would go from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and kind of slowly increase that once they've gotten a habit and built the routine of doing those 2 exposures. Hi, okay, you're catching a replay, doing those 2 exposures, doing the 2 follow-ups, doing the 2, sending off 2 samples, however, whatever your company does, for specifically with us at TLC, we have tons of samples that we can send out, and then doing 2 reach outs to either 2 customers or 2 team members. And that keeps it so simple. So just remember 2, 2, 2, and 2. And that keeps it really, really simple. And then you can add more as you get into the routine of doing that. So all right, let me hit play.
Activity for productivity, or movement for achievement. There's a big difference. Anyway, a few weeks or months walling away like that, and most people go running back to the corporate bosom. Because even if it's a bad mother, it's still a familiar mother, and one they have grown up and gotten used to for decades. Does that make sense? So, let me help usher you safely around landmine number 2. Here's suggestion number 1. Always start part-time. This is so important that I wanted to invite my mentor, Mr. Jim Rohn, in to help make this key point for you. For those who don't know Jim Rohn, he was considered America's foremost business philosopher and one of the most influential thought leaders in the history of personal development. Let's listen in to Jim.
Now, when I first was recruited, I'm a distributor for this little product called Abunda Vita. And here's what my mentor said, Mr. Schoaf. He said, Mr. Owen, you can start this miracle working business part-time. You don't have to go full-time, you can start part-time. And he said, if you'll devote, to start with, let's say 10, 12, 15 hours a week, where you'll start making a profit, here's what you can now say. I'm working full-time on my job and part-time on my fortune. Because profits lead to fortune.
Hi, Prophetess.
I got so excited about that philosophy. I'm working full-time on my job, but now I'm working part-time on my fortune. I found a way not only to make a living, you won't believe this, I found a way to make a fortune. Can you imagine what that's like then, to get up in the morning? To go to work on your fortune,
yes,
not to go to work to pay the rent, which is okay, but a chance to go to work to make a fortune? And I said, right now I'm working part-time on my fortune and full-time on my job, but it won't be long until I'll be working full-time on my fortune. Can you imagine what life is going to be like? Now, here was my first goal when I started, and that was part-time. I wanted to equal on my profits part-time what I was earning on my full-time job. This is called the magic of part-time. It is so thrilling for people to start working the business part-time, because now you can work on profits, and it doesn't take very long. If you'll really concentrate on those 10, 12, 15 hours a week, It won't be long if you really do it right and learn some of the skills I'm going to talk about. It won't be long until you can be earning as much part-time working on your fortune as you are full-time working on your job. I did that in less than 6 months. Now I've got an incredible invitation. I found a way part-time to work on my fortune, and I'm making as much money at that as I am on my full-time job. Would you like to hear my story? It was incredible. Now here was my second goal, to make twice as much money part-time working on my fortune as I was working full-time on my job. And I reached that in less than a year. Making twice as much money part-time working on my fortune as I was full-time working on my job. Now I've got an incredible invitation that won't quit. I found a way, through a unique opportunity, to work part-time on my fortune, and I'm now earning twice as much money as I am working full-time on my job. Would you like to hear my story? Do you imagine anybody would say, no, I don't care to hear your story? No. Everybody I said that to said, wow, yes, what are you doing? I said, I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you. Now, when I started making twice as much money part-time as full-time, here's my dilemma. I didn't want to go full-time. And why not go full-time? And the reason was because I didn't want to give up my electrifying story. Right? It was so powerful, nobody could resist the invitation to at least take a look. I didn't want to give it up, and I hung on for I don't know how long until it was, almost insane. And then finally, reluctantly, I gave up my full-time job. But now you can imagine the thrill and excitement of going to work full-time on my fortune. It was incredible. But I want you to jot down the magic of part-time. What does it take to really change a person's lifestyle? Not very much. An extra $1,000 a month, I'm telling you, would drastically change most American families' lifestyle. And that's why part-time is so valuable, because it very quickly changes a person's lifestyle. And here's what the change in lifestyle does. It's a great recruiting tool. One of the greatest recruiting attractions is the money you make part-time. Somebody said, you've been on 3 vacations this year? Says, yes, I got this little part-time thing going. Says, what's that? You bought 2 new cars, one for you and one for her? How did you do that? Said, I got this little part-time thing going. Your kids have got all these new clothes? Yes. All this stuff is happening. What is it? An extra $1,000 a month. See, $1,000 a month full-time, nobody wants to hear your story. $1,000 a month part-time that starts to change your lifestyle, everybody wants to hear your story. So the key is part-time. The magic and the attraction of part-time gives you a classic invitation for somebody to listen to what you're doing that's changing your life.
Okay, with that great context, let me give you a couple other suggestions to help structure yourself for success as you get started. Suggestion number 2. Call a family meeting. Enroll the entire family into the vision, objectives, and rewards of being successful in your new entrepreneurial endeavor. Explain what benefits the family will realize by the additional income and lifestyle freedoms. Explain how this impacts every individual's hopes, wants, and desires. Your first recruits in your new business need to be your immediate family. They don't have to be doing the business with you, but they have to be supportive in every way possible of you doing the business. You need to all be spiritually on board together to be able to navigate the rest of life's demands as a family to keep your focus on building your new business. You will need to explain the short-term.
Okay, so that 15-minute timer went off. If you are not finished with what you're working on, you can go ahead and finish. So this is kind of what I do. I just break things up into 15-minute blocks. And what I love about this is it doesn't have to be all at one time. It can be And for those of you that like have full-time jobs and then you are trying to work your business part-time or like around your full-time job, what I usually hear a lot of people, and these are all excuses, and excuses that we all make, and I've made them. I don't have time. And like I always say, we can work our business part-time, but we can't work our business some of the time. You can certainly work it part-time, but you can't just work it some of the time whenever you want, some days working, some days not. And so if you have these focused blocks of income producing activity, you can do 15 minutes. Just you can fit that 15 minutes in between anything that you're doing if you are not working full-time from home. And then if you are working full-time from home, you can do these separate hour blocks, like I do, like an hour block in the morning where it's focused, another hour block in the afternoon where it's focused, and then usually another hour block in the evening where it's focused. Of course, in between that, in between everything else I'm doing, I'm on my phone replying to different things. But focused time where you're focused and doing nothing but focusing on your business. And so if you're full-time, you can do it in the full hours in separate different blocks. 24 hours. Yes, that's right. We need to make the time. And, if we're waiting, for more time, some people say, well, I can't work my business until I find more time. You're never going to find more time. There's only 24 hours in a day. And so, I don't know however many blocks of time that we did. So again, I knew this live would be a little long because I was doing a lot more talking. So I want to kind of share some ideas, for a power hour. So that way you all, if you don't have one, you can create one. So keeping it simple, number one, you want to connect with 3 people who share your interests. You want to make sure that you're doing this each and every day, connecting with new people. Number 2, you want to start conversations with 5 people on a list. And that's another thing. You have to be working from a list. My book is right here, and this is my list. I have a list, and I'm working from a list each and every day. You have to make sure that you're working from a list, and you want to make sure that you're continuously adding to the list. So I have my little hold on, let me see if it's in my bag. This is my little work bag. So I have my little black book, my little black notebook, and I carry this with me in my bag wherever I go. And so when you're out, you want to make sure that you're adding new people to your book and then coming home and adding them to your list. Because if not, you're going to keep talking to the same people over and over and over. So you want to make sure that you create your list and then you're adding new people to your list every day. So number 3 on here, you want to share something of value on your social media page. You want to give people a reason to come to your page. You want them to feel empowered when they read your posts. You want them to feel encouraged. You want them to engage. So you want to ask questions. You want them to be entertained. Who share your interests. And so number 4. These are just some ideas of different activities that you can do. You want to ask 2 people who you've built trust with to sample your products. And so during this 15-minute power hour that we just did, I was in my app on my iPad and using our company's sample system, and I was sending off samples. And so I was sitting here sending off samples to a few people that I messaged and said, would you like to try one of our samples? They said yes. And so you want to make sure that you're doing that each day because if you get the sample into people's hands, you want to make sure that you follow up with them. And most oftentimes, because they've sampled the product, they love the product, and then they want to buy the product. So number 5, you want to follow up with 2 people that you've previously sent samples to. I just mentioned that for their honest feedback. Number 6, you want to invite at least one person you've given value to and that you've built trust to look at your opportunity business. You don't want to just keep spamming people on Facebook, people that you don't know. And then let me tell you, I have people send me a friend request, I accept a friend request, and right after that, they send me a link to their company wanting to take a look. It's just really creepy, and I just unfriend them really, really quickly. So you don't want to do that. Number 7, you want to visit at least 2 groups where your target market is hanging out. No, this is for whoever, whatever. This is for people that are running a business in general, whether you are in network marketing or not. Like, I run both of my businesses the same way. So I have Keisha Johnson Wellness, and then Keisha Johnson Wellness is partnered with a network marketing company. So if, like, for example, Keisha Johnson Wellness, I have the same thing. I offer products and services. So I do the same thing. So it doesn't matter whether you're in network marketing or not. Whatever service, whatever product that you offer, and if you don't have a physical product that you offer in your business, you have a service. And you can't just post about your service all day long, and a lot of times we post about it all day long and we think people are just going to run to us. You want to message people and ask them to take a look at, whatever service it is that you have to offer. And a lot of times we just leave it up to a post on Facebook, and then we wonder why, our businesses aren't moving forward. So some of this is geared towards network marketing, and then some of it is not. But again, I've been in the network marketing industry for 5 years, and this industry is what taught me how to run a business. It taught me how to run a business. It taught me how to be consistent and showing up. I learned everything that I know about running a business because of the network marketing industry. And let's talk about that for a minute. And that's not what this broadcast is about. It's not about trying to recruit anybody or anything like that. It's really just showing up and offering value. But there are so many people that message me that are in network marketing, not the company that I'm with, or that are thinking about it, and the questions that they ask is, is it a scam? We're just having a conversation here. They ask, is it a scam? Do you really make money? And all of those questions. And I tell people, I've been in the industry for 5 years. Y'all type in the number 5 so I can make sure y'all are still here with me for 5 years. And I will tell you, I am honest. I would not lie to you. I have never, ever, ever missed a check in all those 5 years. Never. I have never, ever missed a check in all of the 5 years in network marketing. And so what I tell people is, if you work, it works. That's it. If you work, it works. And this is with any company. It doesn't matter what company you are with. If there is someone in that company that is successful, that means it works. That means the products work. That means the comp plan works. It works. So it doesn't matter what company it is. If there's at least one person in that company that has, that's successful, that means it works. And so what happens is, and it's unfortunate, and let me tell y'all this. This is, I guess, my coming out of the closet moment. Praise the Lord. I feel so free right now. I think that's one of the reasons why I kind of, put Keisha Johnson Wellness in the forefront and let network marketing kind of, hide behind Keisha Johnson Wellness, because of the stigma that is attached to network marketing. We're just having a conversation here, right? And then we'll get back to this. Because of the stigma that's attached to network marketing, and it's unfortunate that there are some people, if you work, it works. That's with anything. And so because of the stigma that's attached to it, I kind of hid and didn't want people to know. And, people kind of figured it out because I kind of hinted towards it. And again, I have been in the industry for 5 years. And let me tell you, I have never missed a check. And so I have helped so many women earn an extra income, and it blesses me every single time I get a text. I always fall back to you. I really bet you have something I need. Oh, you're so right. And I talk, yes. And so it's unfortunate, there are some people or some companies, I don't know, because my company is like this, that where you can sign people up and you just leave them. We don't get paid unless we help people to make money. You know what I mean? Like, we don't get paid unless we help people to make money. And so I say this to people all the time. I personally would rather 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own effort. I'm going to say that again. I would rather 1% of 100 people's efforts than 1% of my own effort. And that's the great thing about network marketing. You get to leverage other people's efforts. You come together as a team, you work together, you help people, you help change lives, as opposed to just one person. Like Keisha Johnson Wellness, it's amazing, but it's a lot of work sending out all the t-shirts myself. It's a lot of work making all the products myself. It's a lot of work, because when you run your own business, you do everything, and so I've learned that partnership is sometimes better than ownership. Again, I've learned that partnership is sometimes better than ownership because, I looked into, different supplements and just different ways that I can make my own CBD products. And I looked into all of that, and it would take a whole lot of work and a whole lot of money. And so in that aspect, I had to make a decision and say, you know what? Partnership in this area is better than ownership. And so that's just kind of what it is. And then I feel like, anything that you're using every single day, you kind of sort of should be getting paid for it. And that's just thinking like a businesswoman. Anything that you're using every single day, you should kind of sort of, be getting paid for it, and that's just what I believe. And I felt like, I was sending people to all of these different places to get all of these different supplements. And I still do that, because there are some that we don't offer. But if you're using it every single day, and if you run a business and you are kind of, So anyway, that's my little rant there. So with that being said, I don't know what these focus power hours will look like. I know for sure it will be a lot less talking going forward once I do set a schedule and show up, and it will be focused. And I'll make sure that I'll have what we're doing for each 15-minute block in the caption of the video. I know, and I say that about Amazon too. I'm like, I really should be getting paid, shouldn't I? Because over these years, I can't even tell you how many, look, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about Amazon and how many people I've sent there to order books. It's just like, I don't want to think about it. So anyway, was I done? So was I done with the tips on your focus power hour? And again, this is for any business. I'm not only talking about network marketing here. This is us coming together to run our businesses, no matter what business it is. So you want to make sure you also want to visit groups where your target market is hanging out, and you want to offer value. You want to offer value. And number 8 is you want to post a product transformation or testimony. So if you offer a product or a service, you want to make sure that you are getting testimonials from your customers. And then you want to do at least 10 minutes of personal development. And so I like to just combine, again, if you're sitting at your computer and working, it's so easy to hit play and make sure that you're listening to personal development. Y'all, okay, you know what? I was about to start pulling out books. There are so many amazing books that you can read. Again, this is not only network marketing. This helps me with my other business as well. So I just kind of wanted to share that. I apologize if this live seems like it's just all over the place right now. Again, a lot of times when God gives me an idea or tells me to do something, I say yes, and I don't really know what it's going to look like, and I just show up, and He makes it all make sense. So if I go live again, it will all make sense. And so I have a document that I might draw. I'll upload this to Google Docs, and I'll share the link in the video, because here's it's a list of different income producing activities that you can do, and I share this in my group for my team. So it gives you different tips of things you can do on social media, via phone, via email, via mail, and when you're out and about. So I'll share this, I'll upload this document to Google Docs, and I'll share the link in the comments. So that's kind of what I do. Really what I showed you today is really what I do for each block of time. And so I have a checklist, and there are 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 8 different boxes on this checklist. And I will usually do it in 15-minute increments. And I cannot go to bed until all of this is filled in each night. And this is for, again, when you're running multiple businesses, it can get a little tricky. But there are some things that apply to everything, and then there are some things that apply to each specific area of business. So I just thank and praise God. He's the one who helps me get stuff done. All right, so it's 2:00. I think we'll end here. Do y'all want me to go live again tomorrow?
Term sacrifices that will be necessary
to earn the rewards. Do y'all want me to come live again tomorrow? Let me know. Is this something that will bless y'all? Do you want me to come live again tomorrow? And we will be focused and just work tomorrow. But I don't want to show up if this isn't helping you all. Because, yeah. All right, let me know if y'all want me to go live tomorrow. And another thing, if you are working for a company, and this is network marketing specifically, you want to make sure that you are a product of the product. You need to make sure that you are using your product. So this is a quick little plug. This is my CBD tea that I'm drinking because it's time for CBD. There are just so many benefits to CBD. It's just been amazing. And the amount of people I've been able to help has just been awesome. So you want to make sure that you are using your products because, you know, there are, there are a lot of people that try to sell products that aren't using the products, and that you don't want to do that. You don't want to be that person. So you want to make sure that you are a product of the product. I feel like there's just so much to share, and I can't get it all out in one video. So I know what. I'm going to do separate videos. So that way, for the Focus Power Hour, we are focused and working. And then all the other stuff, I'll just do a separate live. All right? So, yeah. All right. So that's it. I think we're done. So I have an idea of what the next live will look like. Did I get any yeses? Okay. I'll go live tomorrow, same time, at 1 o'clock. I'll go live tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And I'll share in the caption what we'll be working on for each 15-minute block. And then that way I won't have to do any talking in between unless someone asks a question. I agree, the tea, and it does. Yeah, I had to, of course, a little quick plug. So if y'all want to buy some CBD tea from me, I think the link is in my bio on Facebook. So y'all want to buy some tea or buy some vitamins, my Nutriverse liquid vitamins. I always have to take another capful at this time of day because I need the energy. So, yeah. And listen, I want to thank each and every one of you all that it is Rosalind. I am working with 2 ladies right now that are with paparazzi. So again, this isn't only me, you know, trying to push total life changes. I help people in different businesses. So 2 of the ladies that I'm working with right now are with paparazzi, which I think is an amazing company. Super cute jewelry. So it is, and it's my Business God's Way mentorship program. So yes. All right. So I'm going to go live tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the Focus Power Hour. Oh, yes, Ricky, I'm going to meet you. Hold on. I got your bottle right here, Ricky. I promise. I almost forgot. I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to come out and meet you. Call me. We can meet at the... Call me, but I have your bottle of Nutriverse. All right, y'all, I think that's it. If I can get 2 of y'all to buy some Nutriverse from me, that would be amazing. Listen, best liquid vitamin out there. I had a little plug, a shameless plug. All right, y'all, I love y'all. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I think this will be fun. It'll help to hold us accountable, great accountability. So let's do this again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right. Yeah, Ricky, I'll meet you as soon as we get off the phone. All right. I'm glad you said something. I totally forgot. All right. So who wants to buy some Nutriverse from me? I'm going to put the link in my yeah. How much a day? How much what, Alicia? I guess if y'all have any questions, I'll stay on for a minute to answer any questions. Alicia Brooks says, how much a day? Is that a 32 ounce? No, this is 16 ounces. It's 30-day supply for 16 ounces. But mine doesn't really last 30 days because I usually take 2 caps instead of 1. Usually 2 caps, because it helps. It helps. Look, I need the energy. I need all the energy I can get. So I usually take a cap in the morning, and then again in the afternoon around this time of day. So, yep, it's 1 tablespoon. So when I say cap, it's just a half a cap full. A half a cap full. Listen, y'all, I feel so free. I came out the closet with a whole lot of stuff between last week and this week, and it feels good to be free. It feels good to be free. And this is, I really believe that God is going to, or wants to use me to help change the stigma that's attached to network marketing, because you are looking at someone that's been in that industry for 5 years that can say it works. I've never missed a check in all of those 5 years, and I thank and praise God for that. And it's because I do the work. You do the work, it works. And it's a great way to start a business at low cost. What other business like Keisha Johnson Wellness? It took some money, to start that. It took money, to invest in the supplies and things that I needed to start making the products. So I don't know any other industry that has created more millionaires, honestly, than in the industry of network marketing. So again, I'm a slug, because I know, I don't know how you do it. There's no way I can run out. I don't know how you did that. All right, I'm going to go, and I'll text you, Ricky, and then I'll let you know. Where do you want to meet at? Ricky, where do you want to meet? Yeah, and a lot of people are afraid, Tasha, because of the horror stories, that they've heard of people that have spent a lot of money to get started, and I tell people, pay $49 for the kit and buy 1 product and then start with that. Is the usual at McDonald's, or is the usual at the post office? So which one? I don't know. What's our new usual, Ricky? It works if you work. And so again, I'm always excited, about the women that I get to help. And I tell people, no, it's not a scam. It's not any of that. At the post office? Okay, Ricky, I'll meet you at the post office. So anyway, I'm excited about doing this. I don't mind coming on live, because it's what I'll be doing anyway. So all I'm doing is really inviting you into what I sit and do anyway. And this is both my pile of stuff. So yeah. All right. Who wants to buy some NutriBurst? Who wants some liquid vitamins? The best liquid vitamin on the planet. And I'm not just trying to sell you something just because. All right. So I think that's it. Bye, y'all. This was fun. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. I was really nervous about coming live doing this. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus. But God just would not let me not do this. And so I'm not going to say any names, but I messaged someone today. I was like, oh, I'm nervous. I'm going to go live at 1 o'clock. I need you to come on and just say hi. Come on, just say hi. Please, just say hi. And she came on. All right, bye, y'all. I'm going to go for real now. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Come ready to work. Make sure you have your list. Make sure you have your checklist, whatever you use to run your business. Make sure you have it. Make sure you are in front of your computer, ready to work. All right, let's do this again tomorrow. All right, bye, y'all. If you think about it, you invest. Every time that's right. And I tell people that all the time. We can talk about that too. I tell people that all the time. But what I found is that a lot of people really are afraid. People really are afraid. But what I always say is $49 and a product that you're going to use. $49 in a product. What do you have to lose? So I always tell them, when people are on the phone with me, I want you to do 2 things. I want you to log into your bank account. And I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. And if you are not happy with one or both of those things, you get to change that, And so it's really just a matter of people pushing past their fear. And listen, I know because it was me, But for me, honestly, when I got started 5 years ago, I didn't even know it was network marketing. I had never heard the term network marketing, so I didn't know, and it wasn't until after like almost a whole year in that I figured it out, I guess. I didn't know. I didn't know. Network marketing, MLM, direct sales, I didn't know. So I just knew I was scared of starting the business because I was afraid of failing, so a lot of times people are afraid of failing. A lot of times people are afraid of success. It's just a lot of things, Hi, Valerie. It's a lot of things that people are afraid of. So, yeah. But it works if you work, and it has blessed me tremendously. It helps me to fund Keisha Johnson Wellness and all the other things that I do. So I had someone message me the other day and was like, oh my gosh, I'm at like $900. I feel so fulfilled. I can't believe that I'm getting paid to help people. And that's what we do. We get paid to. I'm afraid of technology. I don't know, Tasha, message me out because I would love to hear what you mean by that. Yeah, so it's really just a matter, and like today I pushed past my fear coming on live doing this, and when I tell you I was literally sweating, like right now y'all are like, oh, you look so pretty, and I'm like, thank you, but y'all don't know, I was sweating. I was literally sweating. That's why I'm all shiny. I was literally sweating before coming on live to do this for whatever reason. And I said, you know what? Fear is not the boss of me. And that's just what I say. Fear no longer gets to boss me around. And so I just push past my fear. And the more you practice doing that, the easier it gets to do that, because I could have easily said, no, I'm not going to do this because I'm afraid, what people, just, I don't even know what I was afraid of. But fear does not get to boss me around any longer. So somebody I have to remember, I'm gonna run out because I have to meet Ricky to give her stuff, but when I come back I'll upload this document, and that way you all will have it so you all can create your own power hours and just use this as a guide. And I think I said bye like 5 times, but I am really going to go. Does anyone else have any more questions? I pray that this was helpful. I hope this helped at least one person today. Tasha said doing business over the webs. Oh, you know what? You can do old school. There are some ladies on my team that really love social media, like myself. And then there are some that love old school. And I kind of do both, and that's why I have so much paper, because I kind of do both. I really do. You can do both. It's whatever fits, whatever works for you. What do you think about people saying negative things about having multiple businesses? I think when people go into saying negative things about having multiple businesses, like for me, right? Keisha Johnson Wellness, everything that I do is wellness. And so I think it can kind of look like you're all over the place if you have a jewelry business and then like a credit repair business and then, all of these different kind of businesses. And with that being said, you kind of want to kind of focus on one thing, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to answer it in a way so as not to offend anybody, but I can understand a person kind of feeling how they feel about that, because sometimes I see that on Facebook and I'm like, wait, I thought they sold jewelry. Oh, wait, now they have a catering business. Oh, wait. And then it's just like, wait, what? And I'm trying to understand, but to each his own. But I know for me, everything that I do is wellness, and that's the one thing that I love. God knew he planned all this. There's so many different aspects to wellness. There's emotional wellness, spiritual wellness, financial wellness, physical wellness. So everything that I do is wellness. And so although I say multiple businesses, they all kind of, it's like another piece of the puzzle, if that makes sense. But as far as what do people say, let them say what they say. If you're running multiple businesses, you're running multiple businesses. I hope that helped. I think I've gotten to a place where I don't care anymore what people say about anything. So my short answer would be, who cares? I'm sorry. I hope that helps. That's the short answer. Who cares what they say? They're not paying your bills, so who cares? I'm sweating just to start. Tamiko, I'm waiting for you. I'm here for you. I let everyone go at their own pace. And listen, I'm never pushy. I'm never pushy. I'm never pushy. I know that and I think but I think all of us that are in network marketing, we all feel like what we have is a gift. But I know that what I have to offer is truly a gift. To run your own business, yes. If you are a part of a company, no. Yes, Anita, I was like, okay, how can I say this in the nicest way possible? But the short answer is, who cares? And I feel so free. I have gotten to the point where I really just don't care what people say about anything anymore. If they're not paying your bills, what other people say about you is none of your business. Other people's opinions of you is none of your business. It's just none of your business. What people say about me, it's none of my business. What people think about me is none of my business. Other people's opinion of me is none of my business. And when you get to that place, you are good. All right. Look, the kids and the dog, they're quiet. Everybody's quiet. All right, we're just hanging out now. Any other questions? There's no limit to how many gifts God, right? Exactly, no limit. That's why I say, who cares? Debbie, that's right. That's right. Other people's opinions are none of our business. Exactly. It took me a long time to get to that place. But I thank and praise God I am finally there. And your gifts from God are not limited. All right, come on, Ruby. Ruby's preaching on the broadcast today. Ruby. She's preaching today. All right, so we'll be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It'll be a lot less talking. We'll be focused. So we will listen to personal development, do 4 15-minute blocks, and be done in 1 hour tomorrow. So let's do it again tomorrow. At least I have a better idea of what this will look like. All right, looks like y'all are done. Any more questions, comments? Tasha says, a lot of times you're just taking them on the journey. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so I'm super excited, just so thankful and grateful. I'm just thankful for everything. God is so amazing. I truly, I get to change lives for a living. That's kind of what I do. And so partnering with Total Life Changes for me was like a no-brainer. Keisha Johnson Wellness, partnering with them was like a no-brainer because their vision aligns with my vision. And it's so funny because I searched Facebook, and as far as back as 2015, I was doing hashtag life changer, hashtag professional life changer. So I even knew then, God knew then. And the funny thing is, I didn't partner with the company for a really long time, and I'll tell you why. Just a moment of transparency, because I was afraid of what people would think, and I was afraid of what people would say. And I was made my decision based off of other people's opinions. Oh, that company that did the products doesn't work, and just, all the stuff that people say about the companies after they've left. And they're mad saying that the company didn't work because honestly they didn't work. And so I remember just praying and praying and praying, and God is like, the answer's right there. It's like right in your face. The answer's right in your face, right in your face. So that was a rabbit trail. I don't know. All right, y'all. I'm tired. Are y'all done? All right, I'm gonna go now. How many times did I say I'm gonna go? Probably like 8 times. I always do this. I get on live and don't want to leave. Oh, now y'all just staring at me. This is too funny. All right, so I think we're done. What? Oh! You know what, Debbie? After I said it, I was like, "Ooh!" Hopefully, I didn't say it too loud. Oh, Debbie, you're so funny. I know. After I said it, did you see the look on my face after I said it? I kind of did like this, you know, like, did I just say that? I know, I'm not tired, I'm not tired. I'm never tired, right? I'm never tired. Debbie, you are funny. All right, I gotta go. I have to go meet Ricky to give her Nutriverse. Y'all let me know if y'all want to buy a bottle from me. Listen, the best liquid vitamin on the planet. I am not just saying that. It truly is. When I miss my Nutriverse, I miss my Nutriverse. And I am openly sharing about products that I have been using for quite some time now. And only the ladies in my wellness groups or my mentorship programs knew about it. So yeah. All right. But you were afraid to even go live. Now, look, I know. You know, this is what pushing past your fears look like. You know, I know people are going to come back and watch this replay and be like, what were they doing? This broadcast has been an hour and a half now. So should I leave this video up? Should I leave this one up? I don't want them to think this is what this Focus Power Hour is going to look like. Yikes. Yeah. Same here. Charlene says, starting my online business, it's always the questions. Looking forward to working with you soon. Yes. How is it going with your CBDT, Charlene? What day are you on? Let's see. What day are you on, Charlene? Are you on day 3? Day 3? I have so many of you all to follow up with. I don't know if you're on, Charlene. Text me and let me know how it's going. Yes, let me tell you, I know, me too. Tasha, still pushing past the fear. You're going to take the NRG tomorrow, Debbie. Awesome. Actually, that's why I'm feeling how I'm feeling. I need to take this one, my second one. Thank you, Debbie. Because I wake up so early, I always have to do this in the afternoon, take my NRG and Nutriverse. I promise, Adrian, this will not be like this tomorrow. It won't be this much talking. This was the first one, and I wasn't sure what it was going to look like, but now I know. Thank you, Debbie. You reminded me to take my NRG. I'm going to be fine in a minute. All right, the comments stopped. It looked like y'all are done. Oh, it's my my detox tea. Alicia. I'm going to share the links to the Nutriverse. I'm going to share the link to the detox tea, and I'll share the link to the NRG. All right, I have to go for real now. Bye, y'all.